My mother-in-law cut my hair in my sleep because she thought I cheated on my husband. I'm just telling you now, if someone goes for my hair, I'm going for blood. I yell at it all the time, but it's because I love it so much. So I'm still processing this, but I need to get it off my chest. Last night, I woke up and realized someone had butchered my hair. One side is a jagged pixie cut. Girl, how deep do you sleep? And the other side hangs awkwardly past my shoulder. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. Maybe I sleepwalked or something, but no. I confronted my husband, Tim, because he's been acting weird lately, but he denied it. Then he drops this bombshell. Quote, "My mom, she might have done it." Apparently, my mother-in-law, let's call her Diane, is convinced that I've been cheating on Tim. Why? Because last week she saw me having lunch with a coworker. For the record, the coworker Kyle is gay and we were literally talking about work. But Diane decided I must be having an affair, and instead of, talking to me or Tim, she broke into our house in the middle of the night with scissors and went full Edward Scissorhands on my hair. Neither of y'all woke up? Come on now. I don't know, I'm a very light sleeper. This morning, I confronted her. At first, she played innocent, but when I pressed her, she literally said, "Well, maybe now you'll think twice before humiliating my son." I was fuming. I told her Kyle isn't even into women, but she just rolled her eyes and said something like, "That's what they all say." I didn't even know how to respond to that level of delusion. Tim is horrified and apologetic, but I'm struggling here. This woman violated my personal space, destroyed my hair, and acted like she was in the right. I want to go no contact with her, but Tim is stuck between me and his mom, and I feel like this is going to be a huge blow up in our marriage. Any advice? Because I'm honestly at a loss here. Honestly, same. Edit. My husband and I will be going to my mother-in-law's tomorrow to talk to her about the situation again. Hopefully everyone will be calmed down by then and I won't have to threaten legal action. Thank you for all the support and suggestions. I will keep them at mind. Edit number 2. To everyone saying this is fake, I don't know how to make you believe me, and honestly, I shouldn't have to. If you can't believe me, fine. But please don't make this harder than it already is. I wouldn't wish this pain on anyone. This would not surprise me. I watch so much true crime, like you think this is gonna say, "Oh, she cut your hair in your sleep." Totally, I believe it. People are nuts. People are crazy. I believe it. All right, so we have our first update. After the conversation we had with Diane this morning, I noticed my husband, Tim, was acting weird. At first, I thought it was just guilt about standing up to his mom, but it felt like more than that. He's been avoiding eye contact and getting defensive when I bring up what happened. Earlier, I couldn't take it anymore, so I sat him down and told him he needed to be 100% honest with me about everything. That's when he dropped the bombshell. What's happening? There's more? Apparently, Diane didn't come up with the haircut idea on her own. Tim admitted that he knew about it ahead of time and even helped her. What? I felt like I had been punched in the stomach. He said he truly thought I was cheating on him with Kyle, my gay coworker, because Diane had convinced him that there was too much evidence to ignore. When she suggested cutting my hair as some kind of weird punishment, he didn't stop her. In fact, he let her into our house that night while I was sleeping. Tim said he didn't want to confront me directly because he wasn't ready for the truth. So instead, he let his mother do this insane thing to me, thinking it would force me to come clean. Afterward, when I didn't admit to cheating, he started to realize he might have been wrong, but by then he didn't know how to tell me what he'd done. You know what? I know a person that I used to go to school with back in the day, and they had a very strange relationship with their mom. And mom was a little cuckoo bonkers. And I swear to you, they would 100% do this. And my hometown is small, so I'm trying not to say too much in case people watch. But I swear, you guys, I wish I could tell you stories. This could happen. I'm gonna text my friend after. because she would know exactly what I'm talking about. And she'd be like, yeah. He kept saying, I'm so sorry. I was just confused. But I honestly don't know how to process this. This wasn't just Diane acting like a lunatic. This was both of them. And my husband betrayed me in one of the most humiliating ways possible. I packed a bag and I'm staying with a friend tonight while I figure out what to do. I don't know if I can ever trust him again after this. It's not just the haircut. It's the fact that he didn't talk to me, believed the worst about me without any proof, and actively participated in something so cruel and violating. Yeah. As for Diane, she's officially to me. I've already told Tim that I don't want her in my life ever again, regardless of what happens between us. Right now, I'm torn. Part of me wants to file a police report on both of them for what they did, but I'm scared of how messy it will get. Another part of me just wants to cut ties and move on, but I do know this. I deserve better than this. And we got some more updates, but I need a sip of water or alcohol, in all honesty. Guys, I haven't drank alcohol in, I'm going on 4 months. Not that I drink alcohol very often anyway, because I cannot hang like I used to, but it's just been very refreshing not having any alcohol, like at all. Anyways, we're hopping on. Hydrate, all right? Let me know what's in your cup regardless, but take a sip of water. Cheers. Next update. After everything that's happened, I've been thinking a lot about my next steps, and I've come to a heartbreaking but necessary conclusion. I don't think there's any coming back from this. I trusted Tim with my heart, my safety, my life, and he betrayed me in ways I never thought possible. I can't imagine a future where I feel safe with him, where I can trust him, or where I don't carry the weight of this violation every day. I'm strongly considering filing for divorce. I just want to cut ties completely, to walk away and rebuild my life without him or his mother dragging me down any further. We do have some more updates though. Don't you fear, it doesn't end here. That coffee be hitting, let me tell you. I'm gonna be up all night. It's evening. It's evening. If you don't know, I work a full-time job, okay? I can't film whenever I want. Get a real job. I have one. I'm planning to leave him, and I'm seriously considering filing both a police report for assault on my mother-in-law and a report against my husband for enabling her. 1. Would this conversation be enough to support filing a police report for what happened? 2, could it help me in a divorce if I decide to pursue one? And 3, is it worth consulting a lawyer even if I'm not 100% sure about filing a report yet? I've documented everything. Photos of my hair, text messages with my husband, and written down the timeline of events. I just don't know if this conversation would actually hold up as evidence, since he doesn't outright admit to anything, but heavily implies it. I was wondering that about the police report. I'm like, what evidence do you have? Unless you have like a Ring camera that has her coming in. I don't know. Let's read the text. I need you to be honest with me. Did you know what blank, Diane, was going to do? I didn't think it would go this far. That is not an answer. Did you know she was planning to cut my hair? She was upset, okay? She kept saying you needed to learn a lesson, but I didn't think that she would actually do it. Learn a lesson? Are you hearing yourself right now? She told you what she was going to do and you still let her in? I thought maybe she'd cool down after talking to you. She told you she wanted to teach me a lesson by cutting my hair and you thought it would be fine? What is wrong with you? I didn't think she'd actually go through with it. But you didn't stop her either. You didn't warn me, didn't protect me, you just let it happen. I didn't know how to handle it, okay? She was so worked up, I didn't want to make things worse. Worse? How could it possibly get worse? You knew she was going to do it and you let her. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. But it did happen, and now I'm sitting here, humiliated, betrayed, and wondering how I'm supposed to ever trust you again. He says, I'm sorry, I really am. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't make me feel safe in my own home anymore. I don't know who you are anymore. I need space to figure this out. Blank, please just come home and we can talk about this. No, you made your choice and now I have to make mine. Okay, yeah, it definitely implies that he totally knew about it, but he didn't think she'd actually do it. So yeah, he totally knew about it. This is crazy. We have some of the top comments on this post of what people, like the advice that people have given her about this legal issue. Someone commented, consult a high quality, non-billboard personal injury attorney as well as a divorce lawyer. Tell him or her that you want to talk about the crazy woman's assault. Ask about the laws in your state for intentional infliction of emotional distress, as well as other torts your liar should be familiar with. Your soon-to-be ex-husband's text is proof that the crazy woman, certainly no lady, had specific intention to harm you. The premeditated and planned nature of her assault should drive punitive damages. She's unlikely to have insurance because it never covers intentional injury, but she should have non-exempt assets, meaning assets that you could seize to collect a judgment by the time she's old enough to be a mother-in-law. Ask any lawyer you hire about their experience and willingness to collect a judgment by going after personal assets. Make her pay. That's so intense. All right, we have another comment and it says, former police officer. You definitely want to file an assault report against mother-in-law. You could also push for the inclusion of conspiracy against her and husband, since he knew about her plans beforehand and then facilitated the assault by letting her into the house, which allowed her to commit the assault. In most states in the US, you do not need grounds for divorce, and there are standards for the allocation of marital and separate assets. You need to talk to a local divorce attorney to review what you are entitled to if you do pursue a divorce. Many states also have court-ordered legal separation rules that can designate who is responsible for what while you are separated, regardless of if a divorce happens or not. And lastly, another comment, and get a restraining order against both of them. Don't be alone with either of them. If they both acted this insane about suspected infidelity, there is no telling what they will do when you tell your husband that you are getting divorced or pressing legal charges against them. Forget the divorce. Imagine the legal issue. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Some of you might even be like, this is fake. It's AI. I don't even care. If it's a fake story, it's still a story for me because it fascinates me. Anyways, let me know, guys. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.